Guys, first thing, we got to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that's Oxytow. They sent me the complete high beam, low beam, and fog light package for my new vehicle. Very cool. If you need good quality LEDs, I know there's a ton on Amazon, and there's all kinds of little nuances on little off-brand websites. But if you need really, really good ones that I literally run in all my vehicles, you need to go check out Oxytow. If you go to Oxytow right now, you can pick you up some LEDs for your car, which I have in the CR-V. I've got in the Corolla, and they're fantastic. They're good quality. I'm very impressed with them. I've ran tons of LEDs in my day, but these right here, these are the ones you want to go pick up. If you go to oxytow.com, you can use my discount code BOSSADAMS for 15% off and pick out whatever you need. They've got all kinds of different Kelvin. I've got right here, these are going to be the 3Ks. So these are going to glow yellow. And then I have the big boys that are going to go in the high and low beam. These are 65K. Pretty nice, 6500, whatever you want to call them. Super nice, super good quality. You need to go check them out and pick you up a pair. All right, so you can kind of see the vehicle behind me. Sad to say, I'm no longer the owner of the 98 Silverado. I've sold and traded it up. Like all old trucks, if you don't replace everything at once, little things go at a time. And for me, it was just a lot of maintenance without me just sending it to a shop and telling them to redo the whole thing. I mean, it was almost on a weekly basis I was changing something. So I didn't want to fool with it anymore. I took it to my buddy. We got it cleaned up best we could. No more codes, no more errors. I was like, there's no way anything else can go wrong on this. So I listed on the marketplace, and that sucker was gone in under 24 hours. So I was kind of sad to see it go, but I picked me up something new. Super exciting because I've never owned one of these before, but I bought myself a Tahoe. This is a 2004 Z71. It's got the 5.3, all the bells and whistles, sunroof, leather interior, third row. It's fantastic. I've had it for about 2-3 weeks now because I'm just been testing it out and making sure that it's running right before I did anything to it. But you guys got to check this out. This thing right here, leather interior. Now, of course, we got a little wear. I mean, it's 2004. It's 20 years old. But this is where the main wear lies. I mean, it's super clean in here. Only has 165,000 miles on the body. But when the previous owner, he went to take it into a shop to get the head gaskets fixed, like is pretty common with these kind of trucks, and he replaced the whole motor. So this motor only has 65,000 miles on it. He replaced it at 100,000 miles, which is wild. But it's super clean. I mean, look at this seat. It's barely been sat in. And then the third row, I've got them folded up right now. But the third row, I mean, I don't think the third row's ever been sat in. I mean, look how clean this WeatherTech is in here. He put this in here, he said, from the dealership. He had it maintenance at a dealership. It's just an all-around a fantastic looking and clean vehicle. It's going to be perfect. I've got a bunch of stuff in mind, but I wanted to hear from y'all who own like Tahoes and Suburbans or Yukons. Like, what are your top things you want to do to it? Like, what have you done to it? What's beneficial to it? Today, I'm going to be doing all of the LEDs in it because it needs to be done. That's just something that these older vehicles, those halogen bulbs, they are terrible. You can't see at night. This thing, I drove it at night, ridiculous. I couldn't even hardly see in front of me. So we're changing it from front to back. I mean, we're talking tail lights, dome lights, the little special small bulbs up here, the door, of course, headlights, you know, high, low, and fogs. But we're doing the whole thing LED. There's no reason for us not to, and there's no reason for you not to. But yeah, for sure. Let me know in the comments what you guys like and dislike certain mods, and just give me a couple ideas, because I'm looking at doing some stuff to this truck. I've already got a couple things in mind. Maybe a 3-inch lift, possibly doing a little cluster change. I'm definitely gonna have to do the shocks at some point. They're not bad, but they look terrible. They don't look that great, so I definitely want to change those. Rims and tires, let me know what y'all are running, what you think looks better. These are off of a 2018 that the guy had put on. They don't look bad, but they're not my favorite. I feel like maybe like some black with like some brushed silver inlay, or maybe just all black might look good. Y'all can let me know. I'm not going to change the Nerf bars just because this is the Z71 package. And with the Z71, it comes with this plastic molding trim. And if I change the Nerf bars down there, I've got to remove that trim. And I really actually like that trim, so I don't want to remove it. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all say or think I should do to it. You know, increased power, looks, whatever. I'm open ears. But let's get started on changing all the LEDs in this thing. If you've never taken the headlights out of one of these vehicles, it's super easy. There's a ton of videos, but just to give you the short and sweet, there's 2 pins right here at the top. You're gonna open these up, and you're just gonna take the pins out. Just set them off to the side. Nice little spot. And lo and behold, the top light comes up. One of the easiest and best setups on, I would say, and argue, any GM vehicle. I mean, I have full access now. So, now that we got that, we can go ahead. Your high beam is a 9500, or I should say 9005, not 9500. And your low beam is a 9006. Just like that. That's out. That's the whole unit. So we're going to set this up right here first. And these are Oxytow lights, the 9600 set. Comes with some nice gloves for handling, zip ties, Allen keys for all your goodies, some O-rings just in case you need them. We're going to put those there. I'm going to put these gloves on just cause. How about that? Just cause it came in the pack. A lot of people don't send the gloves. It's nice that Oxytow does. These are set. Good looking. Has a fan on it. Heat sink. Double bladed. So we're going to pop this old boy out, which is just a tab. Set that one off to the side. And all we're going to do is it is plug and play. We are ready to go. The Oxytow lights already have an O-ring in place. Those ones that come in the pack are more or less like a extra or replacement. And do that, and we're good to go here. So now that I got those hooked up, I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm actually going to be changing these lights down here to LED, and I'll show you what we have on that. This, very easy to get these out, again, if you haven't done it. There's a little tab down here, right where my finger's at. You can kind of see it. You just push that tab, and it slides out. Super simple design. Come here, Don't pull it out too far. Your little bulb in here is the tricky one. You just twist, pop it out. See, mine was already burnt, so it's good. We're replacing it. My blinker bulb, absolutely fried. And so is my running light. So these needed to be done down here. My high beam and low beam, they worked. They didn't need to be done, but these down here are fried. One thing I do want to mention about the lights that I'm going to be putting in, the running light and the blinker, is I went ahead and got these LEDs from LASFIT. The reason I did that is because of a lot of the LEDs don't come with resistors in it, so you get the hyper flash. These come in, have the resistor built in, so you won't get that hyper flash when you put these in. Big, I would say this is very important. That way you don't have to modify anything. Hyper flash is annoying. This is a great investment. They're a little bit more expensive than what you could get for them, but I would definitely spend the extra money and get these so you don't get the hyper flash. Gotta replace that one. I'm gonna replace both of them on here. I can link the part in the description. It's a brand new replacement clear lens. It's got two little clips, so when I put it in, you put the back tab in first and then it pops in on the front. That's how you would remove it if it wasn't broke, like this one. Bulbs out, so we're going to do that as well. We're going to test it. Perfect. Handle the tail lights now. 2 screws is all it takes. Pops right out. So a brake light, a reverse light, and our blinker. Now you don't want to get these confused. So you have your blue and black, that's blinker. Green and black, that's reverse. And the 3-wire down here is your brake. Don't get them confused, or you're going to be lighting up the wrong lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just set it here, and I'm going to take my time, enter the bulbs. I've got everything here. I'll do from the bottom up. Brake. Reverse. And blinker. Put that right back in its spot. And do this right here. Don't do the screws too tight. You'll bust the little plastic clips inside. Then you have to find those clips and replace it. Alright, up next, guys, is possibly the hardest bulb to, I would say, get out of the vehicle. Not because it's a difficult bulb to get out or anything, but it's the way it's put in the vehicle. And it's these lights that are underneath your mirrors. They have this little tab right here, and it looks convenient, but it's not. So what I've got is this little super delicate screwdriver, and I'm gonna pop it up in here, and I'm gonna work this down and out. And you wanna go slow when you're working this down and out, because this little plastic piece, there is a high probability that you will break this little plastic piece. And I don't even know where you can get a proper replacement for this. So just be super careful when you work this out. I'm gonna get it out, and then I'm gonna show you how to get the rest of the bulb out, because it's definitely different from the rest of the vehicle. But we're gonna start working on that one right there. Two little tabs on the back, gotta be careful. So you pry on the front till you get this tab to pop loose, and then you easy pry just to get these two little tabs off on the back. Now to drop this down, it's super close to the car, so you gotta be careful. And then on top of it, there's two plugs that we have to undo in order to change this bulb. So you have to undo the tube prongs right here. These two, keep them separated. This one was my right side. This one was my left, just so you know for reference. We're gonna take a screwdriver, change that bulb to an LED in there. Now that we're moving inside, we're gonna change the LED in this. So you can take, I'm taking my little super skinny screwdriver again. You can take some trim tools, but you just pry it in back here on the back side. The clip's back here on the back. And you just kind of work it out nice and slow. And it slides out just like that. This bulb, to pull it out of the actual housing, there's a tab on this side and the tab on this side. So this little screwdriver is actually perfect because I can run it down inside the housing and push down to let it let go, but that's how you change that. Now we're going to change the LEDs in our dome. Again, small little screwdriver works beautifully. Just put up in this little tab spot, and it drops down like so. And you have access to all the bulbs. There's three in both of them. There's one in this one up here in the front for your either bench or captain's chairs, and there's one in the back for the third row. So I'm gonna pull these bulbs out and get them changed. Same deal with the back one. Pop that off. It is hot as well, because like the other, it's been on the whole time. Oh, gotta go quick. Last thing I'm going to be doing is replacing these little lights. If you have a little small screwdriver, you can pop it up in here. There's a little small groove on each one. Just pop that up in there. And that was incredibly easy. Normally it's harder to get this piece off. It's wedged in there, but I guess that was a little bit loose in there. So no worries there. The hardest part is actually getting up in here and getting this little bulb out. It's so small that it's actually hard to get out with your fingers, but that's how you do it. Wow, that is so much brighter than the other one. All right, guys, that's it. Put some LEDs in the new car, getting it ready for a trip. Like I said, I want you guys to let me know, like, What other modifications have you guys done? What should I do to help, I don't know, prolong the car, make it look better, whatever. But this is it. Just a new little ride. And I'm enjoying it. Something a little different. I know it's not a truck, but it's close to a truck. So I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. So like, there's the headlights. I got the little LED, the amber. You got a 65K. And then check this out. I'm gonna turn on the fogs, and I went with the 3K, and it looks fantastic. I love that look. Now, you can let me know in the comments what y'all think, but I think that looks rad. I've also thought about, and you guys can let me know, possibly putting a green film over my lens right there where the yellow is, so it'll be like almost a lime green. It won't be like a dark green, but it'll be like a lime green hue. It kind of matches the channel colors. That's the only reason I was thinking it. But you guys let me know what you think, if that's something I should do, should try. I mean, it's like 20 bucks to get the film to do it, so it could be worth the shot, but it looks fantastic. I love it.